Hey folks, it's Vic Noble here with another weekly trade example for you for the week ending April the 9th, 2010. This is the Australia US dollar daily chart. Now, you've heard me talk before about market flows and to stay in alignment with the market flows. And when you also align that with things like fundamentals and all that, you end up getting some really good trading opportunities. And obviously, if you have really good technical skills, then that's when you can really get some nice trades going for you. And I'm going to show you one that just set up so nicely on the Australian US dollar this week. And on the 6th, so that was what? That was on Tuesday. See how price had the market flow was up, like we had broken the swing high here. The market flow was up on the daily chart. If you go to the 4-hour chart, this is during the day of the 6th, price went up and broke this swing high, which is the one we just saw on the daily chart. And so the market flow is now up. What's the market flow on the 4-hour chart? Well, it's up too. Okay, because we're breaking swing highs. See all these swing highs? We broke them, so the market flow is up. So far, so good. Now, we're having a little reaction off this level here, which is to be expected, right? Because we've hit a little resistance here. We're probably going to get a little reaction back. These are good for scalps, by the way. In any event, we still want to align our trading to the long side because that's the path of least resistance. The daily market flow is up. The 4-hour market flow is up. Fundamentally, actually, the Aussie is strong versus the U.S. If you look at rate differentials and underlying fundamentals within the countries, it's obviously a stronger currency pair right now. So what we want to know now is, let's go down to the 1-hour chart. Actually, I want to show you this. So we go down to the hourly chart. Here we are. Look at the market flow in the hourly chart. It's going up very nicely. Now, how about a place to buy? Okay, because we're looking to buy this pair because everything's heading up. All the market flows are up. We want to buy dips when things are going up. Well, can you see? I mean, you've heard me talk incessantly about support resistance. Look at all of this area in here. Isn't that something else? I mean, all of this, let me just put a line across here. All of this in here should be a place where you should be very interested in looking to buy. Okay, because why? Because we've got old resistance. Look at this, it's tremendous. This should be expected to be support on the way down, and in fact, it's the kind of support that could be really big because of all the other reasons I talked about, the market flows up and everything. So you want to get, you want to be buying right down in here. Okay, if you go down to the 15-minute chart, here's what happened as price came down that day. Look at this. I got this level here. By the way, do you want to know something? This was a pivot as well, right here. At 14, I had it on mine. 92.14. Isn't that cool? There was a pivot there. There was old highs and lows. There was a Fibonacci number. And if you move this along, a lot of people get scared off going, oh, this is going straight down. This is not good. You're not paying attention to the higher time frames. The higher time frames are going up. That's the way you want to trade. Of course, this looks like it's going straight down. If you looked at a 1-minute chart or a 5-minute chart, it looks like it's falling off a cliff. You got to keep it in perspective. So now, if you move this along, you'll see what happened when it reacted off of this area here. Look at that. I mean, it was really something. And up she went and actually continued going up after that. So what I just want to get across to you this week is that when you examine your charts in terms of market flow and support resistance levels and get good with the technicals and that, you can find some great trading opportunities. And then it becomes a matter of there's more to it than just this, obviously. I mean, there's psychological factors, consistency issues, there's risk-reward considerations that are very, very important. All these kind of things make up a trading plan. It's not just this, but I mean, these are the kinds of things technically that you really want to watch for in your trading that can provide some really good trading opportunities. And just so you know, this trade was completely given in advance. This setup was shown in our Live Connect room, so some people were able to take advantage of that. So if you're, that's the one thing about Live Connect is that it gives you a chance to get on these moves, especially if you're starting, and it's a little bit more difficult for you to find them. Like you sort of you see them after the fact, but you want to see them ahead of time in real time, and so you can be alerted to them in the Live Connect room. We don't make trade recommendations, but we tell you, okay, here's what we're looking for. This is a trend trade setting up right here, and it was just a beauty. And so you don't, it's not about, you don't have to worry about being, right or wrong all the time, because if you're aligning your trading, pardon me, your risk, your reward to your risk properly, if you're figuring that out properly, um, you can actually, the accuracy isn't going to be such a huge factor when you do that. Like if you're just trying to get a 10 pip or a 20 pip profit and you got a 50 pip risk, you're going to have problems. Okay, so you want to have it the other way around, where you have smaller risk than what you're making all the time. This one here actually was a nice 2-to-1 reward to your risk, and a really nice trade. So if you're having trouble with it, really take a serious look at Live Connect, which also includes the Coach's Corner, by the way, which I conduct twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. And so there's lots of resources for you. Like I mean, the main idea here is that you get a decent chance at making it in here, because it's, there's lots of little issues that come up that make it tough. So we're sure here to help, and hopefully that helps you. That little illustration there of a nice trade that's set up on the Aussie US dollar pair. It was on April the 6th, actually. And again, we alerted everybody to that in the Live Connect room. Okay, well, listen, you guys have a great weekend and the rest of the week next week. Be careful with your risk as always. Make sure that's the most, I mean, that should be forefront in your mind, is risk management. It's just huge, huge, huge. And if we can help you with anything, please let us know. All right, have a great weekend, and we'll be here next week, at the end of next week, with another weekly trade example.